Bursa Malaysia punya outlook for 2025. So care to give some comments about what are the outlooks for 2025?
Outlook in terms of you think about the IPO market.
IPO
so
market.
I think Alhamdulillah. So it's been a good year this year. As you know, 46 listings to date, and the pipeline is actually very strong. Our approach has always been to go back to our purpose as being the marketplace for businesses to raise capital from investors for them to be able to grow their business. And therefore, we welcome small, medium, and large companies to come to the market. And I think that's been underpinning the strong pipeline. And of course, that nudge from the Prime Minister for us to be more efficient, to reduce our processing time within 3 months, both the SC and us, that had contributed to greater interest. For people to come to the market. So I think that's why we're beginning to see a lot more coming to the market. And of course, our broking community, our advisors, they're all doing their part, engaging with all the businesses. So the pipeline for 2025 looks good too. So good prospects.
Okay, so I've heard about the talk yesterday, right? They say that the amount of IPO transition from ACE market to main market is increasing, right?
Yes.
So care to give some comment about that?
Yeah, so obviously we have the 3 markets, the LEAP, ACE and the main market. So we are seeing migration from, or progression rather, from LEAP to ACE, and then of course from ACE to main market as well. And from ACE to market, that's natural, as their turnover and profitability improve, their market capitalization will grow, then they will progress to the main market.
Progress to the main market. Alright. Okay, so you also have question?
In terms of ASEAN next year, what efforts are being made?
Yeah, so it's going to be a busy year for Malaysia across all industries, including financial services. So the Finance Ministry, obviously is overall coordinating that, and we're working closely with the SC on a number of programs. So I'm not at liberty to share what those exact programs are. So they're all being arranged currently. But be rest assured that the whole of Malaysia will be busy with various ASEAN programs, including the financial services sector and the capital markets where we operate
because we also be mentioned that we will be hosting ASEAN event next year, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And this morning, it's prelude to that. So we signed the memorandum of understanding among all the ASEAN exchanges. So I think that'll be a prelude to what's coming next year, inshallah.
Okay, let's talk about ASEAN a little bit. Okay, so for ASEAN, right, what are your initiatives to like solidify our position in our region?
Well, ASEAN is a market of 700 million people. Intra-ASEAN trade is still below 30%. The prospects for growth is certainly a lot more. So I think there's a lot more trade and investment that can happen within ASEAN. And I think it's a continuous initiative, and hopefully with Malaysia leading that, that will spur more Malaysian companies to initiate further intra-ASEAN trade and investment. And as you know, there are many ASEAN companies that are actually based here in Malaysia, and especially when it comes to say financial services, whether it's actually Maybank or CIMB, and of course you also have many Singapore banks that also have presence across the ASEAN region, and these are entities that will facilitate greater intra-ASEAN trade. And for us,
Intra-ASEAN trade?
Intra-ASEAN. So, and of course, for us, this collaboration among ASEAN exchanges will further facilitate that from a capital market perspective, the capital raising activities, and as some of the initiatives that you heard about the depository receipts, that's something which which is being worked on. Inshallah, we have that.
Okay, Tan Sri. About right now we featured the Dr. Jin Goodall right now. So what are the prospecting for the Bursa Malaysia for your ESG efforts right now?
So I mean, we, as you know, our vision is to be ASEAN's leading, sustainable, and globally connected marketplace. So one of the keywords there is sustainable, not just us as a public listed company, but the whole ecosystem. So the other will be to make sure that all our listed companies truly embrace sustainability in their strategy and in their operations. Now, of course, and then they have to actually report it properly. One of the things which we emphasize on is to increase the number of constituents in our FTSE for Good Bursa Malaysia Index, right? So we now have 120 companies making up the index, and the idea would be to actually increase that further. So as you know, what we've done is to mandate all companies to be rated for sustainability, starting with the main market up to June this year, and then up to next year will be all the East market companies. And once they're rated, then they know where they are when it comes to sustainability, and they can start to improve their score so that they will meet the minimum criteria to be included in the index. It's always a chicken and egg situation, because to be included in the index, not only do you need to be sustainable, but you also need to be liquid. But if people don't know that you are sustainable, they can't invest in you. So again, chicken and egg. So that's why we've embarked on this initiative to get all the companies rated for sustainability, and hopefully once that happens, that will further improve liquidity, and it will feed on each other, if I may say.
I see. So the system will work well.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Right, thank you so much.